We are back here on League Unlocked. Thank you for chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool with us on the show today. This week was big for not just League of Legends, but Team Fight Tactics, because Riot partnered with Twitch Rivals to have their first ever TFT tournament. 64 different streamers took part in it. It was a couple days that it went down. $125,000 in prizes were given up. The finals were on Thursday, and the tournament overall, I mean, you would play multiple rounds, multiple games per round. It eventually got down to a top 8 who played one final game, winner take all, and your champion was JoshOG. Took home the crown, and obviously there were plenty of former current league players and others as well, but JoshOG, it was a very interesting tournament. The entire tournament, this young man went for the carry Volibear comp. He barely even got to the finals. He had to make this play to even qualify, where he sold a level 2 Kha'Zix just to be able to afford a final upgrade to get that Volibear to level 3, puts in a random level 1 Elise, and of course, in that fight, the Volibear completely carries the comp. He's level 3 with 3 items. The meta at this tournament was basically all ninja and assassin comps, and then a few Volibear carries. But JoshOG had been practicing specifically this comp for about a week and a half leading up to this event. He was clearly the most practiced and most experienced, at least on this one comp. Look how close he was to being eliminated multiple times. He comes back with that one. He had the glacial buff and the stun, and then even in the final, he looked down and out, and he went for this double assassin build on the Volibear, where his crits were doing absolutely disgusting damage on it. Guys like Crip got top 3, but it was Josh who came away with the victory. Good for him. He was fired up. He clearly loves this game. He was fired up about the competition, screaming "let's goes" and scaring his poor doggo in the top right. The entire event, I think it was actually broadcast really well. You had Mark Z and Kobe there at the Twitch Rivals studios, commentating, broadcasting the whole event. They were both great. And I mean, TFT for its first ever tournament, I think it really delivered. I think there was really exciting. There was the patch 9.14 literally right before it. The day of is when it hit live. All these guys were practicing on the PBE leading up to this event. You saw the meta develop because the patch was so fresh. You saw it develop throughout this tournament, the ninja assassins, and trying to find counters to it, whether it was Locket Morganas or the Volibear carry comps that we did see, and that's what Josh won. But overall, really fun tournament. If you look at the cash prizing afterwards, because even if you didn't win, you were still getting some money because you won for every round that you were in. Every lobby, you were, even last place was getting 200 bucks. So you see guys like Crip up there, a lot of names you might not be familiar with, but Euthanera was fantastic. He got right up to the final 3 before JoshOG eventually won that whole event. Disguised Toast, surprisingly, didn't even make it to the top 16, which, I mean, he's been a fantastic TFT player. There were so many big names at this event. Everyone seemed super excited about the event. I mean, on Twitch, it was Team Fight Tactics as a category had over 300,000 viewers. I think there's definitely, clearly a bright future when it comes to esports for this game, and I can't wait to see it develop even more. And as more characters get added, Twisted Fate is pretty terrible, but you know, Pirates are still decent. So we'll see more and more characters coming and the meta continually advancing. Clearly the development team is fully invested in constantly bringing new changes to the game. TFT, it's been about a month and it is still a rock solid hit. Twitch Rivals, I would say, was fantastic. Can't wait for more events, whether it's Riot run or partnered with Twitch Rivals. But that's it today for League Unlocked. Thank you guys for hanging out with us as always, and we will see you guys on the flippity flop.